Dire wolves have made a prehistoric comeback, more or less, all thanks to a leading genetics company. The canine, last seen in the real world nearly 13,000 years ago and made famous through Game of Thrones, has essentially been brought back from extinction, according to Colossal Biosciences, which recently created modified gray wolves that have the characteristics of dire wolves. For actor Joe Manganiello, no stranger to wolves himself, and the team at Colossal, learning about the legendary animals and how to care for them has been quite the wild ride. Given some of our proprietary extraction tools and technologies, we knew about some aspects of the dire wolf, but we didn't know it had an Arctic-like fur and that its tail is thick like a fox. Ben Lamb, Colossal's CEO, tells News. The company says it uses gene editing to modify the traits of existing animals as part of its de-extinction project. Not quite Jurassic Park, but close enough. In the case of the dire wolves, the Colossal scientists relied on DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull in order to better understand what made up the animal's DNA. Then, through gene editing, they birthed modified gray wolves that are, in effect, like modern-day dire wolves. The result? Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, yes, a nod to thrones. 3 young dire wolves now living in a nature preserve in North America who carry the traits of these long-lost giant canines. Caring for a species that hasn't existed in thousands of years took time and a team of experts. I have a fortunate, really experienced team that has worked with everything from critically endangered elephants and lions and tigers to the Perdido key mouse to the Hawaiian kingfisher. Matt James, the chief animal officer at Colossal, tells News, "I've had a lifelong obsession with biology and genetics. It's a bit of a hobby of mine," Manganiello shares, explaining his interest in extinct species. Because of that obsession, mixed with the fact that, yes, I played a werewolf for many years, I was contacted by Ben Lamb at Colossal, the actor continues. We talked, and then I was invited to the laboratory in Dallas, and then from there, I was invited to invest and actually join the board of advisors. He adds, "I know that there's the question of playing God, and just because we can do it, should we?" And, says Lamb, "We're just getting started." For Manganiello, the so-called de-extinction process and its broader implications has reshaped his perspective on life. Unlimited drinking water, the eradication of plastics, the cure for cancer, and the end of genetic disorders, all of that is far more important than anything else I think about during my day, he says. I've seen the future. How can I think about anything else now?